Hello, welcome back. This is Miniature Mike, and I've got a fun squad building video to go along with the Mercenaries review that I put out just the other day. So I'm doing two videos, one of them for Trandoshan Elite Mercenary and the other one for Godel Mercenary, since those are really the two best mercenaries by far. So the first one I have going on here is with Master Coda. So the whole plan is to buff these Trandoshans as much as possible. There's a lot of different teams that can do it in different ways, but I really like this combination. So I need to get that attack up a little bit, and there's a few ways to do it. Master Coda will buff the attack and the defense, which will be huge, and he'll just be a great force to support them in his own right. And then Mercenary Commander is going to give two things, Deadeye and Furious Assault. The Furious Assault will help the Trandoshans get adjacent enemies to kind of get around Mercenary, which will be helpful. And then the Deadeye is also going to be very helpful as well when it comes to already pairing with Mighty Swing. So basically, if these guys get adjacent, they can use both Mighty Swing and Deadeye, since Deadeye doesn't specify. It just says if you don't move on your turn, then you can get that +10 bonus, and it will stack with Mighty Swing because it's a different ability. So there's a huge opportunity to get even more melee damage. Yularen and Jabba will give Cunning Attack and Opportunist individually. So basically they will always have a +4, +10 boost from that, which means that if they get adjacent, they're going to do 14 attack, and they will do 50 damage per attack, and if both attacks hit, it's 110 damage total because of Rend. So these guys are going to be just terrorizing, and I think Coda will be there kind of in the front to just help draw fire away so they can get in and just be complete menaces. And then, of course, R2-D2's there to do door support and other things. And then Masamada. The thing with R2-D2 that could be helpful if necessary is using tow cable to help beat, if Mercenary ever kind of comes into effect, maybe you can kind of beat Mercenary and pull someone out of harm's way. Either way, it's going to be super helpful. And then Masamada's there. Yeah, Admiral Yularen, don't forget, has Recon as well and some other good powers. So this is going to be a pretty fun way to exploit the Trandoshan Elite Mercenary and get the most out of them. I love them because they have 50 HP and they have high defense, so they have a great opportunity to use that really just intense double claw attack when they get to use it. So anyways, there's this one. Let's jump into the other squad that I made. This one is another one that I liked quite a bit, and I have seen variations of it on Bloomilk already. And it's I called this one Sith Mercenaries. So the whole purpose with this squad right here, let's kind of go down to see the crux of this thing. Got a lot of things going on. So this is built around Godel Mercenaries who have Evade, Intuition, which are the two interesting things to work around in this case. So Intuition is going to be great for being tactical and strategic no matter what. But with these guys, and the reason I made them Sith is the only Sith character I have is Darth Sidious Hologram and Mouse Droids. I want to give these Godel Mercenaries, and also the Twi'lek Black Sun Vigo, I really want to give them force points so that they can re-roll their evade saves. And to be able to do that, it's going to just massively jack up their survivability. I might even consider getting rid of another one of these characters or combinations for another Godel Mercenary. So you have Nim, and Nim's going to give double, and the Twi'lek Black Sun Vigo will give greater mobile attack. And so with greater mobile attack, these guys will be able to, they can start out of cover or out of the way, out of line of sight. They can jump into line of sight, attack twice, and then go back, and they have evade. So it's going to make these guys fantastic, and it's going to pair well with Intuition, because Intuition can maybe get you out of the line of sight, it can get you into a better place you want to be. So that's what I had going on with these. And then Jabba Crime Lord, like in the last one, I really like this because it provides a nice attack and damage boost to the Godel Mercenaries when they need it. Especially, if you do win the initiative and you get to go first, then you'll be able to jump out real quick, do extra damage, get extra attack, because that's where these guys are lacking. They kind of have a low attack. I need to get better attack. That's where the Talos Chieftain comes in. This isn't exactly the best one to throw in, but he does give non-unique fringe followers 4 attack and 10 damage against non-unique enemies. So kind of a bummer, that's the non-unique things, but it was like the last 16 points in my squad, and I figured I'd just throw it in because it would be an attack boost to help these Godel Mercenaries just be a little bit better overall, especially against the other characters. an enemy squad. I'd be okay getting rid of a Talos Chieftain in favor of another Mercenary, potentially, but it is what it is. Got a bunch of mouse droids to support with the force points, of course, and then also got the R7 for the door control. So this is a fun one. I think you can get a lot of runway out of the Godel Mercenaries with all of these, even really without the Talos Chieftain. I thought it would be fun to be creative, throw that in. You don't see it very often, and it could be helpful in this situation, especially to bump up that attack a little bit. So anyways, these are my 2 squads. I'll post the links and include them down below if you want to take a look at them and use them yourself. But please like, subscribe, definitely comment down below, either on Bloomilk or comment on here. I'd like to hear what you guys think about these squads, and if you've had or done any similar squads with Mercenaries yourself. Until next time, have a good one.